Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and weekly download episode number 38, which is my weekly tech and PC gaming news series. Today, I'm going to be playing some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds while I give you this news, and I'm going to be sipping on a dark roast coffee, I think. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on, and also check out my new clothing sponsor, Mainframe, for dope shirts like this. Let's get into it. To start off the tech news, Apple has finally, and I mean finally, announced their update to their desktop computer, the Mac Pro. Mac Pro users have desperately waited for an upgrade to their 3-year-old machines. I'm not one of them, by the way, and they finally have it. Apple announced the specs of 2 versions of the new Mac Pro, which will cost $3,000 and $4,000. The updates obviously include better CPUs and GPUs, but nothing was mentioned about USB Type-C nor Thunderbolt 3, which is a huge disappointment. The company also addressed the lack of updates to their desktop, claiming that the percentage of customers using the Mac Pro is in the single digits, which makes a lot of sense. And even more Apple news, in addition to the Mac Pro, they've announced that they are creating their own GPU. We all know how much Apple likes to keep everything in-house by already having their own CPUs, wireless cards, storage controllers, etc. So the GPU is bound to happen. Right now, the iPhone 7 is rocking the PowerVR A10 Fusion chip, and that will probably be the last of that. They plan on building their own in-house GPU completely from scratch, and I'm honestly looking forward to it. We can see just how smoothly everything runs when the software and hardware are made from the same company, so the GPU will only increase performance even more. Alright, enough about Apple. Let's get into some actual PC news, specifically with Netflix. Netflix has just added the download option for Windows 10 devices, including desktop PCs. Previously, the download option was only available on Android and iOS phones, but now with Windows 10, I'm sure a lot of users will be happy. Just make sure you open up your store page and download the update. The whole updating process in the Windows Store isn't the best at the moment. And to wrap up the tech news, I hope you guys didn't miss out on the Google Maps April Fool's joke this week. When you opened up the Maps app on your phone, you were greeted by a Miss Pac-Man logo that you could click and then play Miss Pac-Man. It transported you to a random location within Maps, and you could play Mrs. Pac-Man right on top of it. It was pretty cool and a huge surprise, and I absolutely love when companies do weird and cool stuff like this. It's no longer available, so like I said, I hope you guys didn't miss out on this. To start off PC gaming news, Destiny 2 is freaking coming to PC. Oh my god. Do I really need to say more about this? I'm so excited for this because Destiny is one of only 2 games that made me buy a console. Madden was the other, and Bungie released their first trailer and announcement this week. We don't know too much outside of the trailer at this point, but they said that a gameplay reveal is set for May 18th, and a summer beta for those that pre-order will be happening. You can 1000% count me in for that. I can't wait. There was a ton of news this week about Zelda Breath of the Wild being played in 4K on a PC. That was made possible with the CMU emulator and a very powerful PC, and you can still go watch that now if you haven't. Zelda obviously looks far superior compared to any Nintendo device, and it only has fans drooling and wishing that this was actually not an emulator. I'm not big on emulating, so I don't know too much more about this, but if you guys are into this kind of thing, make sure you let me know. In VR news, which I actually haven't talked about in a while, the HTC Vive is bringing a software/gaming subscription service. For just a few bucks a month, you'll have full access to over 50 apps that are running with the service to start, and it's a great way to bring more VR possibilities to users. It's a really good sign that developers are on board for this because it allows users to experience more of the VR world and spread this awesome technology. I'll get my hands on this one day, hopefully. Next up, the realistic modern military FPS Squad is having another free weekend this week. Squad is a bit more realistic than most online FPS, and I still haven't tried this out for myself yet. They are also updating the game with its first significant dive into urban combat, and it looks pretty baller. I'm gonna try this game out and let you know what I think, probably over on Twitter, so make sure you're following me over there at Zach's Tech Turf, and maybe we can play together this weekend. And finally, to wrap up PC gaming news, Rocket League is coming with a new DLC that looks about as baller as it gets. It's the Fate of the Furious DLC, which is obviously promoting the new Fast and Furious movie coming out on April April 18th. I'm actually a huge fanboy of these movies, and I'm pretty stoked for the DLC. This includes Dom Toretto's Dodge Ice Charger from the movie and a few other items. Well, that wraps up Weekly Download episode number 38. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what your favorite tech or PC gaming news was this week, or if I missed anything. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.